Good morning, everybody. I really hope you are all well, whether you're sat in school here with us in your classrooms, in your bubbles, or whether you're still at home and working on home learning. We're all really proud of you, how well you're coping, and even when things seem very, very different. I've been listening to the news quite a lot, as I'm sure many of you have. And you may have heard lots of reports where people are saying Black lives matter just as much as white, and that all lives matter, and that all rights should be equal. Today, I'm going to tell you a story about a lady I admire very much. Somebody who showed extreme bravery and such courage to stand up for something that she knew wasn't right. She fought to make a difference and to change the things that she didn't agree with. Rosa Parks taught us about self-respect and making a difference. Rosa Parks joined other tired workers at the bus stop after a long day at work. It seemed the bus would never come, and when it finally arrived, all the seats in the back section of the bus were taken, and this is where black people were meant to sit. But Rosa was tired. She'd worked all day, and so she sat in the front section, which was where white people were meant to sit. The bus driver told her to move, to give up her seat for a white person. Rosa Parks refused to move. This is one of my favourite books on my bookshelf. It's Little People, Big Dreams, and it's all about Rosa Parks. Rosa grew up near Montgomery, Alabama, with her mother, brother, and grandparents. She was very little and very brave, and she always tried to do what was right. When she was young, Rosa's grandparents told her stories about slavery, when black people weren't free to live like other people. Slavery was over, but times were still hard for Rosa and her family. Black people were treated very badly and told they were not equal to white people. Every day, Rosa watched the school bus go by, taking white children to their big school. It didn't stop for her. She had to walk a long way to the one-room school that was just for black children. Rosa knew this wasn't right. She knew she was a regular person and just as good as anyone else. Lots of times, she had to make sure that other people knew it too. When Rosa grew up and got a job in the city, she couldn't use the same doors or lifts or toilets or even water fountains as other people. She could ride the bus, but she had to sit at the back. Her life was full of rules that she knew just weren't right. Rosa fell in love with a man called Raymond, who was trying to change the rules to be more fair and more equal. Soon, Rosa started working too, trying to get more rights for black people and help for those who were treated badly. She worked day after day, even when it seemed nothing would ever change. On her way home from the city one day, a bus driver told Rosa to stand up so a white person could take her seat. She was sick of rules that she knew were wrong, and she thought enough, and she said no. Rosa Parks was sent to jail. She wasn't scared because she knew that what she was fighting for was right. When Rosa came home, she talked with her friends and family about what to do. She decided to keep fighting, no matter how hard it would be. Black people all over the city heard what had happened to Rosa, and they also thought enough was enough. Rosa inspired them to stop riding the buses until the rules changed. So they walked. They walked to school, they walked to work, and they walked to the shops in all kinds of weather. Rosa travelled the country, from New York to San Francisco, to convince other people to join the fight. Finally, after one whole year, the Supreme Court decided that treating black people differently from white people on buses was wrong and the rules were going to change. It was no longer safe for Rosa to live in Alabama. She moved to Detroit and fought for fairness in schools, in jobs and houses for black people. She fought for voting rights, women's rights and the rights of people in prison. When Rosa was an older woman, she was given awards and told she was a hero, but she knew who she was. She was a regular person, just as good as anyone else, and she had work to do. When you get a chance to make a difference like that, to stand up for your rights, remember Rosa Parks, step up, have the courage to believe you can make a difference. Because one person can make a difference and can change life in a community for the better. Remember, children, be brave.